as the title suggests, no, pre-contract, meaning before you get your contract as a licensed financial advisor, it is mandatory that you take this exam. This is you take this course and then the exam, of course. This is required as well by the Insurance Commission, so it will be it is really wala kayong lusot, no? Kumbaga, kailangan nyo talaga to become a financial advisor. No? So in this chapter, we have about 7 chapters, pero yung chapter 5 is divided into 3, so we have roughly around 9 chapters here. So we will have some morning, we will have one break, maybe later at around 10:30, and then later and then we'll have lunch break, and then sa hapon ulit. And then at the end of the session, we will also do, before we end, or we call it a day, we will also do a 50-item mock exam. No? And then from that mock exam, mag-gauge nyo na yung understanding nyo of what you've learned today. No? And then somehow you see ano pa yung additional practice that you need to take para mapasa yun. Although from experience naman, marami pumapasa naman na on the first try of the mock exam. No? Kasi pero usually, they are at the mga 40, kasi ang passing is around 40 yata. So, they are around 41, 40, ganyan. So, medyo pasang-awa lang. So, ang goal natin is to at least hit mga 46, 47, mga 4 na mali lang. Para mas confident tayo that you are ready. No? So, ang ginagawa ng iba, after this session, they continuously do the mock exams. No? Para lang makita nila what are the types of questions na lumalabas. And then, usually sa actual exam, halos similar naman yung mga questions. So, that can help you or prepare you for the actual exam. Okay, so yun yung agenda natin for today. Morning session, around 5 chapters, and then we have a break in the middle, lunch, and then the last 4 chapters we'll take after lunch, and then we'll do the mock exam. All right, are you ready, guys? Type in chat box kung ready na kayo. This is going to be very exciting. If you have questions, feel free to just type in the chat box, or maybe unmute or raise your hand. I will acknowledge and give you the floor if gusto nyo magsalita, no? Or hindi kayo makatype. So just feel free. Huwag kayong mahiya to ask questions. We'll answer it the best we can. All right. Foundations of life insurance. No? Ano bang life insurance? What is life insurance? Our objective natin is to understand ano ba yung value or purpose ng life insurance. We'll also talk about the human economic value. Ano ba yun? Ano ba yung human economic value na sinasabi nila? And then, the basic services. Basically, ano yung benefits that life insurance provide. No? So, yan ang pag-uusapan natin. And we start off by meeting Sam. Ito yung character natin for today. Si Sam is an employee. Sino bang employee dito? Type in the chat box. Me, if you are also an employee. Or, yan, si Des is an employee. If you are in business or freelance, type nyo business or freelance kayo. So, para alam po if makaka-relate kayo kay Sam. Sino dito have 2 kids? Yan. Baka walang umamin. Tingnan natin kung may aamin. Pero si Sam, she has 2 kids and they are a family of 4, and they have lots of dreams, no? Lots of dreams, and it all starts there. When you have a family, you most likely have dreams for yourself and your family as well. So now si Sam works as an employee to be able to provide the basic necessities in life. Food, shelter, clothing. Yan yung basic lang. Yan lang yung talagang kailangan natin para mabuhay. So, now, ito, lagi nyo naririnig, what if something happens to one of the breadwinners, in this case, Sam, what happens to the basic necessities? No, who will provide for the basic necessities? No, and this is where the human economic value comes in. Being able to understand ano ba yung value natin financially as a person. No? And it is defined as the total value of the assets and any future earnings derived therefrom. So ang value natin as person is, human economic value natin is all of our assets. And ano pa yung future earnings na pwede natin kitain while we are still alive and working, no? Assuming that we are going to be an employee until the day we retire. No? Or even if not, di ba? Ano pa yung, in a business, ano pa yung mga potential earnings natin that can be derived as we are alive. So that's how you define human economic value. Please remember this. Usually lumalabas yan sa exam. So let's compute si kay Sam. So assuming si Sam's take-home pay is 30,000. And in 12 months or in a year, that's around 360,000 a year. And assuming Sam is currently, I think, 30, assuming her retirement goal is 25 years from now. So you multiply, and assuming that 30,000 lang for the whole 25 years yung income niya monthly. You multiply that by 360,000 multiplied by 25 years. The total of that would be 9 million. And that 9 million, ladies and gentlemen, is the human economic value ni Sam. At least ito yung future earnings that will be derived. No? Add to that, of course, the total assets that she may have currently. Okay, so yan yung example of how the future earnings are derived. So now Sam can have two main sources of income. One is man at work and the other is money at work. Okay, so sa man at work, obviously, ikaw yung being the man or the woman, you are the one working to earn an income. Okay, so yun yung ibig sabihin ng man at work. Money at work means that you allow whatever you earn from your income to work for you. No? It's money at work. Okay? And income, sa man at work, there are risks involved. Kasi income stops when you get sick, when you become disabled, or worse is when the breadwinner dies. No? So yan yung risk of man at work. No? Money at work, continuous lang siya. Money at work, tuloy-tuloy lang. Even if you're sick, your money can still work for you. Even if you are disabled and won't be able to work, if na-set up nyo so in such a way that part of your income is put into an instrument where money is working, then it can continuously grow. Tuloy-tuloy siya, even without you there. So that's the definition of money at work. Now, life insurance is a way to manage life insurance. The concept of life insurance is all about the risk sharing. Okay, ano ba yung risk sharing? This is a way to manage economic loss. So basically, ang ginagawa nito is when someone gets life insurance, the risk of economic loss is being shared, no, with other policyholders, with the company who is insuring you. So nagkakaroon ng, kumbaga, you are not alone in tackling the risk. No? Meron kang kasama dito. Okay, meron kang kasama. That's the concept of risk sharing. And again, remember this, yun yung one of the basic concepts there of life insurance, the risk sharing. Kasi madalas yan tinatanong din during the exam. So you have to understand that it is all about risk sharing. The basic services, ano ba yung na-provide ng life insurance? Family protection, guaranteed savings, and retirement income. These are the basic things na kayang i-provide. Family protection, protecting your family financially, meaning if namatay yung breadwinner, your family is protected financially. Guaranteed savings, on the side, you're able to save, no, regularly as well. And then, of course, yung retirement income later on, pag nag-retire ka, if you are able to do all these things, you are able to manage your finances well, then life insurance can also provide you retirement income later on. No? So yan yung 3 basic services. So tandaan nyo rin yan. Important yan as we go through the types of life insurance. No? Babalik-balikan natin yung 3 basic services ng life insurance. Makikita nyo what type of insurance provides what. What type of insurance provides all 3, what type of insurance provides just maybe 2, and so on. Right? So tignan natin. Let's put it in another analogy or a situation. How to demonstrate ano ba yung nagagawa ng life insurance for you. So let's say you are in your office building. Sabi ni Des, she's an employee, so assuming that she's working at an office na nasa loob ng isang building. And your office is in the 15th floor. Okay, 15th floor. So medyo mataas. Mataas siya, 15th floor. So now you have 2 options, diba? One is to usually take the elevator and the other is to take the stairs. That yung 15th floor, that serves as your goal. Yan yung goal mo puntahan. And your starting point, of course, obviously, is the ground floor. And then your instrument, yung medium mo, to get to that goal, which is the 15th floor, you have choices. There are 2, the stairs or the elevator. Okay? Now, if you take the stairs, wala nang problema, di ba? You can always take the stairs. Kasi baka hindi ka na makapaghintay kasi yung elevator is on the 30th floor pa lang or paakyat pa lang siya. No? 15th floor, you missed it. Aakyat pa lang siya, you missed taking the elevator na. So you just decided to take the stairs. No? And when you took the stairs, if you take the stairs, there are risks involved, higher risks involved. One, if maybe, syempre 15th floor yan, so baka mapagod ka in the middle na pagdating mo sa 5th floor, 6th floor, mapagod ka, mahimatay ka kasi mainit. Diba? Usually sa mga office buildings, yung stairwell nila, medyo staircase nila medyo mainit yung lugar kasi usually that's the fire exit as well. Or mahimatay, mahilo, or worse, ma-aksidente, madapa, diba? And you won't be able to continue. So hindi mo ma-reach yung yung goal mo of the 15th floor, no? So yan yung risk of taking the stairs. But if you take the elevator, yes, there could be risk. Pwede ka rin naman, hindi naman natin sinasabing hindi ka pwedeng mahimatay, hindi ka pwedeng, magkaroon ng sickness inside or atakin sa puso at any point while riding the elevator. But the difference is, doon sa stairs, if naimatay ka, hindi mo na ma-reach yung 15th floor. Sa elevator, basta na-hit mo yung 15th floor na button, di ba? Kahit anong mangyari sa'yo sa loob, that elevator will still go to the 15th floor. So that means you will still be able to reach your goal. And that's how life insurance works. In this 4th illustration, di ba? Even if you're not around, kahit nga pindutin mo lang tapos lumabas ka, di ba? Nung bata tayo, ginagawa natin yun. Pipindutin natin lahat ng floors tapos lalabas ka. Pwede mo rin yan gawin, di ba? Pindutin mo yung goal mo, lumabas ka, that elevator would still go to the 15th floor and then marireach mo yung goal mo. That's just an analogy or a symbolism of how life insurance can help you reach your goal. Alright? Clear ba yun? Malinaw ba yun? Yun na, tapos na agad, chapter 1. Bilis. Malinaw ba yun? Alright. So every chapter will also take questions, no? Some questions nasasagutan natin to see if you really understood it. And these questions are taken from, were taken from the exam as well. So makikita nyo na siya dito. So you get the feel already of how the exams are. So as we answer the questions, I would appreciate it if you can type your answers sa chat box. Okay lang kung mali, we will explain it, diba? But we'll try to clarify just in case magkaiba yung understanding nyo of the question and then the answer. Okay, so let's try it. First question, the fundamental advantage of the use of life insurance as a means of meeting economic loss is that through life insurance, these losses are A, reduced for the group as a whole through the multiplier effect, B, deferred for a specified period of time, C, met as they arise through savings accumulated on an assessment basis, or D, spread over a large number of people. Ano ba yung fundamental advantage of the use of life insurance as a means of meeting economic loss? Ano ba yung nabanggit natin kanina na nagagawa ng life insurance? Diba? What does it manage? No? How does it manage the risk involved? Sige nga, type nyo nga sa chat box ano yung guess nyo of the answer. Meron ba? Meron ba? Right? Wala. Sige, sagutan na lang natin. Baka driving or busy pa yung mga tao. C. No. Correct answer is D. Spread over the large number of people. So, again, when you get life insurance, like I said, the concept of risk sharing takes place. No? So, pag kumuha ng life insurance, there's risk sharing involved. You share the risk over a large number of people. Spread the risk over a large number of people. Meaning, lahat tayo, we share the same risk. Since marami tayo dito, the risks are being shared among us. Not just, yung burden of the risk is not just on me alone. No? And as well, isa pa dyan, kasama sa risk sharing is, of course, the insurance company also takes part in the risk sharing, diba? With the insured. So the correct answer is D. So tatandaan niyo yan, risk sharing when it comes to life insurance. Okay? Insurance provides protection against economic loss by enabling the policy owner to transfer the responsibility for the loss of others, take speculative risk to compensate for the loss, reduce the possibility of the occurrence of the event causing the loss, or D, share the loss with others who are exposed to similar risk. O yan na, pinag-usapan lang natin. What do you think is the answer here? Type nyo sa chat box. Type sa chat box. Meron ba? Meron ba? Ang mahuli. Okay, sige. Correct answer is D, share the loss with others who are exposed to similar risk. Yan yung pinag-usapan lang natin kanina. The economic loss are shared with others, no? And you are exposed to similar risk as well. So that's the concept of risk sharing. Ito, the third one, person's human economic. Hopefully, you're able to at least read through it. Kung hindi nyo man ma-type sa chat box or hindi kayo sure sa sagot, read through it, understand the question and the answer. Kasi nga, like I said, these things, ito yung mga lumalabas sa exam and this will help you remember. Ay, natanong na pala yan. Yan yung important dyan na makuha. Okay, a person's human economic value is defined as the blank. Ano ba yung human economic value? Total value of the individual's tax contribution to the national economy, total value of his physical assets, the amount of capital required to replace family income needs, or the total value of assets and any future earnings derived. Sabi ni Jima, letter D. How about the others? Des, letter D. The correct answer is, and yes, correct. Letter D, total value of assets and any future earnings derived therefrom. So yan yung human economic value. Ito madali lang to. All right, so that's chapter 1. Tapos na agad. That took us a few minutes lang, no? Mga 20 minutes, no? To complete chapter 1. Now, let's dive into the meat of this morning session. No? Ba yung type of plans na meron. And this is important as well in understanding para makita nyo how the basic services relates to the different types of plans na meron. So ang goal natin is to be able to differentiate what a traditional life insurance is from a variable unit link. In today's session, we will obviously just focus on traditional life insurance, but in this chapter, makikita nyo ano ba yung difference nila. But we won't dive into VUL for this session. So ibang session yun, ibang licensing training yun. No? And identify recommended plan that suits the need of the prospective client. Like I said, what are the basic services that will paano ba siya nare-relate to a product? Diba? Anong type of life insurance provides which services para alam mo what to offer your client. Okay, so let's get it going. All right, types of plans. There are 3. Term. Okay, so tatandaan nyo to. They have different services offered. No? Term, pure protection. Okay, so tandaan nyo that the service na ino-offer ng isang term is just pure protection. No savings, no investment, just pure protection. Yan yung term. Okay, and a permanent plan has protection and savings. So yan yung difference niya from a term. Pareho silang may protection, but si permanent plan, savings, may additional savings siya to you. Now, the variable, which is the VUL, na nabanggit ko, we won't dive deep into this type of plan. But the VUL, just for differentiation purposes, it has protection and investment. So, lahat sila, all 3, may protection. So, that's, yun naman talaga yung purpose of life insurance. So, all 3 of them should have protection benefits. But the variable plan has investment instead of just savings. May investment component siya. While the permanent plan, savings lang siya. Okay? So we'll park muna variable and focus on term and permanent. Okay, so yan. Dito lang tayo papasok. Term and permanent, yung naka-highlight. Now, sa term plans, there are 2 types as well. No? The level term and the decreasing term. Level meaning, level lang siya, straight line. Decreasing meaning pababa. Mamaya, pakita natin how that works. And then sa permanent plan, there's what you call the whole life and the endowment. Okay? So mamaya we'll differentiate what's a whole life and ano ba yung endowment. Term plan. Ano ba yung features ng term plan? Okay, it has protection period. So let's say you have a client who's at age 30 and she wants to get a term plan. A 10-year term plan for 10 years to pay. So meaning the protection period niya, yung coverage niya will be up to age 40 and magbabayad siya until age 40. So premium paying period until age 40. So that's 10 years as well. Pero sabi nga natin, sa term plan, walang savings. So that means walang maturity benefit. Okay, protection lang siya. Protection lang siya. So yan important to understand. Okay. So coverage period niya 10 years lang, paying period niya 10 years lang, pero no maturity benefit, no savings. Okay, ano ba yung difference ng level and decreasing? Yung level, face amount remains constant throughout the term. Meaning, if you get a term plan for 1 million, for example, like in this case, nakita nyo naman yung lighter orange. No? Same lang yung coverage niya. Sa level term, 1 million lang siya for the next 10 years or 5 years, depending on the term plan that you got. No? Pare-pareho lang. Sa decreasing, it decreases every year. Bumababa siya. Okay, every year. Good example of decreasing term in case you are not yet, in case na baka mas makarelate kayo what a decreasing term is. If you get a loan from the bank, minsan nire-require nila kayo to get insurance from the bank as well, from, you know, para it's what we call the MRI, mortgage redemption insurance. So usually the MRI is a decreasing term, meaning syempre nagbabayad ka ng utang mo, and habang nagbabayad ka, lumiliit yung principal mo. So that means the coverage you need gets smaller. Okay, so lumiliit din. So that's an example of decreasing term. So every year ka magbabayad, pero yung coverage mo becomes smaller kasi yung protection mo for that loan is also getting smaller. Okay? So yan yung example of a decreasing term. Of course, the level term, ano lang siya, basta constant lang siya. Same coverage lang siya throughout the duration of the term insurance. Now, ang term plan, merong features. The features of a term plan are: one, convertibility, meaning you can convert a term plan into a permanent policy without proof of insurability. Ano ba yung proof of insurability? Without showing proof na insurable ka pa. Diba? Kasi possible na, syempre, let's say you get a 10-year term plan and then on year 5, diba, nagkasakit ka or nagkaroon ka ng health concerns or health problems. Then, baka if you get a new life insurance policy, a different life insurance policy, hindi ka na may insure. That's one. Or baka hindi ka na standard. Hindi ka na, rated ka na. Later, pag-usapan natin yung rated. Ano ibig sabihin nun. But possible na iba na yung evaluation sa'yo. So, sa convertibility feature, ang maganda dito, if you have a term plan, you can convert it without showing na hindi ka na insurable, hindi ka na healthy, hindi ka na nagkasakit ka na, 'di ba? Hindi mo na kailangan ipakita 'yon or hindi na 'yon matitake against you. So mako-convert mo siya pa rin to a permanent plan even if meron ka ng certain conditions. That's convertibility. You can also renew your term plan. Pwede mo rin i-renew yan. Kasi sabi nga natin, a term plan, di ba? Up to a certain period of time lang siya. So kunyari, it's a 10-year term plan. That means 10 years lang yung coverage mo. Renewability features allows you to renew for another 10 years diba? Without showing proof of insurability. So instead of getting a new policy, wherein you will go through the evaluation process or the underwriting process once again, the renewability feature allows you not to go through that same process. Mangyari lang, you just pay your premium. Yun lang yun eh. Sa renewability, ang nangyayari lang naman dyan, you just pay the succeeding premium. Of course, when you renew, since it's a term plan, tumataas din yung premium mo. But, you won't be subject to evaluation anymore, no? Kasi you're just renewing. So yun yung feature of renewability. So tatandaan nyo rin to, kasi sa mock exam lumalabas, since chapter 2 pa lang natin to pinag-uusapan, there is a possibility na makalimutan nyo na siya. Ano yung features of a term plan? So term plan, the features of the term plans are convertibility and renewability. Questions? May questions ba? Dito muna tayo. Checkpoint muna tayo if you have questions. about the term plan? Wala. Anyway, if you have questions, type nyo lang yan dyan sa chat box. Ito na pala, yung diniscuss ko. Yan. You can convert to a permanent plan or renew it for another 10-year term. True or false? Term insurance offers pure protection only and no living benefit when the specified period is over. Yan, true or false na lang, or T or F. Anong take niyo dyan? Anong opinion niyo dyan? Anong masasabi niyo dyan? Type niyo lang dyan sa chat box. You can. Okay pa ba tayo? Diyan pa ba tayo? Guys. F. Oy, si Cheng sumagot F. Si Cheng ba talaga to? Jeng. Ay, nako, bakit nawala? True ang sagot yan. Nagulat ako si Jeng ba talaga, baka para lang may mag-participate naman. Nag-type na lang si Jeng ng kahit ano. For si Jeng is one of our advisors as well. True, pag term, pure protection lang. No living benefit, no savings, no investment, no whatsoever. So walang living benefit, just pure protection. So this statement is true. Okay, type of permanent plans. Ano ba yung different type of permanent plans? Welcome natin si Metis and si Jeng who are currently part of our team already, financial advisors, veteran financial advisors here. So welcome natin sila. What are the type of permanent plans? So kanina pinag-usapan natin the term plans, and there are the term plans is a level term plan and decreasing term plan with the feature of convertibility and renewability. Yun yung tatandaan nyo. Oh, veteran talaga. All right. Permanent plans, meron ding dalawang klase. Okay, it's the whole life and the endowment. Okay, ang difference nila, the whole life provides protection up to age 100. So tatandaan nyo yan. Term plan, up to a certain period lang, maybe 10 years, maybe 65, up to age 65. Sa whole life, up to age 100. So basically, hanggang habang buhay ka, yun yung coverage niya. Endowment provides protection up to a certain period lang and pays the maturity benefit if the policy owner outlives the plan. Parang same sa term plan, di ba? Pero hindi. Kasi sa term plan, you are covered for a certain period. Sa endowment, ganun din. You are covered for a certain period of time. But ang difference nila, the endowment pays maturity benefit. Ibig sabihin, may makukuha yung insured pag na-outlive na yung plan. And usually, it's up to a certain period lang rin. Hindi siya up to age 100. Okay, so ibig sabihin, hindi mo kailangan mabuhay until age 100 bago mo makukuha yung maturity benefit. Okay? Pag natapos na yung period, whether it's 10 years, 20 years, or whatever, then you will already get the benefit of the plan. Okay? So yun yung difference nila. Whole life and endowment. Tingnan natin sa illustration. Whole life plans, to 100 years old up to age 100, protection period. Pero premium paying period mo, also usually up to age 100. May mga options to not pay until age 100, pero later on natin pag-uusapan yan. But the general concept of whole life plans is that yung premium paying period mo is until age 100. And yung maturity period mo, meaning the time you get the living benefits to age 100 din siya. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan mo mabuhay until age 100 before you get the full benefits of your plan. Okay, so yan yung whole life plans. Okay, and mamaya mapag-usapan natin what if gusto ko makuha before age 100, ano mangyari. Later on natin yung pag-usapan. But for the concept of whole life muna, dyan muna tayo. Okay, an ordinary life. Okay, so tingnan natin. Ordinary, sa whole life, merong two kinds rin. The ordinary life which is pretty much yung pinag-usapan natin kanina, until age 100 lahat. Now, ito yung sinasabi ko, pwede rin naman na yung whole life can be a limited pay life, meaning you don't have to pay until age 100. So, let's say in this example, 20 pay life lang. Okay. So, face amount mo is 1 million and issue age mo is 30. Ang ibig sabihin yan, 20 pay life, you are protected until age 100. Okay? Pero, yung premium paying period mo, for 20 years lang. So, from 30 to 50 years old. Okay? So, you don't have to pay until age 100. Pero the maturity benefit or the maturity period is until age 100 pa rin. Okay? So, that's limited pay life. So, pwede pala, hindi naman kailangan magbayad until age 100. But you can pay up to a certain point depending on the plan. Okay, clear ba tayo? Full life? Please type in the chat box kung may questions kayo before as we proceed to endowment plans. Kasi kailangan, very important na you differentiate which is which, no, para hindi kayo malito. Ano ba yung benefits of a whole life? Ano ba yung term? And ano ba yung endowment as we will talk about now. Para lang klaro na pag sinabi, endowment or whole life, ano yung meron dyan? Diba? Dapat yan may living benefit, may maturity benefit. Dapat yan may protection. Usually, it's pay to 100. So, alam mo yun, pag sinabi whole life plan to, if to describe, this is a whole life plan, ganyan, in your proposal, alam mo kagad what constitutes a whole life plan. And same thing with term. Pag sinabi, term to. Kasi minsan, na-misinterpret ng mga ibang clients and hindi na-explain ng mabuti that, term to, so that means walang living benefit to. Diba? Minsan isipin nila, may living benefit, pero since term siya, wala siya dapat living benefit. And so dapat alam rin natin yan. And very clear, and very, and kabisado natin yan. Ano naman yung endowment plans? Okay, endowment plans, protection period for a specified time or age lang. So, ibig sabihin, hindi siya age 100 aabot. Premium paying period, hindi rin age 100 for a certain time or age lang. And maturity period, usually at the end of the protection period, meaning pag natapos na yung paying period mo, you get the maturity already. Hindi rin siya until age 100. Okay. So example, 20-year endowment, 1 million face amount, issue age 30. Since it's a 20-year endowment, ang protection period mo until age 50, so that's 30 plus 20, diba? Premium paying period mo for the next 20 years rin, so age 30 to 50, and maturity period mo is at 50. Ang ibig sabihin ng maturity period, pagdating mo na age 50, you will get certain benefits already, if not all of the benefits of the plan, the living benefits. So, yan yung endowment plan for a specified period. Now, pwede rin naman endowment for a specified age, no? Endowment at 18, meaning nakuha mo, wherein for your kids, for example, issue age at 5, diba? Endowment at age 18, meaning the benefits, the maturity benefit will be paid out by age 18. Okay. So premium paying period until age 18 then, and protection period until age 18. Okay, so tignan niyo yung difference sa endowment at 18 and yung isa 20-year endowment. Okay, so may lalabas dyan na question usually. Yung difference ng dalawa. Okay, clear ba yun? Clear? Ito example para makita natin kung naiintindihan nyo. Can you guess how long is the protection period for a 15-year endowment? Ito, madali lang to. Click your choice. Just type in the chat box. Ano ba? Anong number yan? 15, 25, 50. Type nyo dyan sa chat box. Wala. correct answer is 15 years kasi nga 15-year endowment. May next pa yan. Okay, ito. Ito mas confusing na konti. What's the other name for a 15-year endowment plan if the insured got it at age 40? Di ba may dalawang tawag sa endowment, dalawang possible names, no, of an endowment plan. Anong tawag sa 15-year endowment plan if the insured got it at age 40? Type nyo dyan, yan. 55 years. Endowment at age 55, yan sagot ni Des. The others, meron pa kayong inputs. So yes, the correct answer is endowment at age 55. Okay, so 40 plus 15 years, then that means 55. Endowment at age 55. All right, so now permanent plans also have other features. And it's what we call participating and non-participating. So a permanent plan could also earn dividends. So participating means that a permanent plan allows you to participate in the distribution of dividends. Okay? Possible din na may plan na non-participating, meaning hindi ka kasali sa dividends. Okay? Hindi ka kasali sa dividends. So yun na naman yung difference nila. But dividends are not guaranteed, no? Because they depend on several factors. No? Dividends, actually, ang concept ng dividends is usually may earnings or profit yung company, they will share it among all the participating policyholders, di ba? Yan yung concept niya. And of course, the profit or yung profit ng company also depends on these three things, no? Earnings, maganda ba yung kita ng company? Mababa ba yung expenses nila for the year? And mortality, meaning yung claim, amount of claims that happen during the year. No? Is it a good year? Is it a bad year? Good year, meaning wala masyadong nag-claim. Was it a bad year, meaning madami nag-claim? So yun yung three factors that affect dividends. So, kaya they are not guaranteed. May mga years possible na walang dividends, may mga years possible na may dividends. But if you are in a participating plan, if you have a participating plan, ang ibig sabihin lang yan, if nagbigay ng dividends, then kasali ka, participating na. Alright? Life insurance can also be categorized according to the number of insured parties. Simple lang naman to. You can have an individual plan. That's usually yung plan that you are most familiar with. No? Yung ako lang yung insured. Pwede rin joint life plan. Meron tayong ganyan with AIA. Joint life plan, meaning dalawa kayong insured. Parang joint account siya sa bank. No? And then a group plan. Okay? Kumbaga, wholesale plan. Group plan, usually these are provided sa mga companies. You know? Sa mga companies where you work for. Nagbibigay sila ng mga ganitong benefits. No? Group life plan. Okay, let's practice. Again. Whole life provides. Ano ba pinoprovide ng whole life plan? Yan na. Kaya sabi ko, important yung benefits to differentiate the benefits. The highest level of savings for the insured within the specified term of years. That's A. B. Protection for the life of the policyholder with premiums payable for a limited term of years. C. Low cost protection only for a limited term of years with no savings. Or D. Protection with premiums payable for life and low-level savings as an alternative to continued protection in old age. Ano ba yung whole life dito? Among the description, ano ba yung tamang description for a whole life plan? A, B, C, or D? Sige nga. Anong guess? Hula kayo. What's your guess? Walang guess. Correct answer is letter D, protection with premiums payable for life and low-level savings. Again, the whole life has protection and savings. So hindi siya letter C. Letter C is low-cost protection. So this is term, no? Nakalagay na rin dyan yung keyword, limited term of years with no savings. So yan yung term insurance. Protection for life, the policy, yung letter B, limited term, hindi pa rin siya, di ba? Limited term of years lang yung protection mo. Hindi, kasi ang whole life, protected ka until for your whole life. Di ba? Highest level of savings, hindi. Highest level of savings usually it's with the VUL, so it's not A. So D is the correct answer. Okay, dito, an individual at age 35 purchases a policy under which he will receive the face amount of the policy himself in 20 years if he's alive by then. This policy is what? Okay, 35 siya, yung policy holder, and he or she will receive the face amount in 20 years. Ano ba to? That means yung maturity niya is in 20 years. So what is this? Is this 20 pay life, a 20-year endowment, or a 20-year term? So ano yun natin? I-break down natin, di ba? 20 pay life means magbabayad ka for 20 years but you are covered for life until age 100. And if that's the case, then the maturity is until age 100. Diba? Yun yung pinag-usapan natin about the ordinary life. No? 20 or limited pay life. No? Limited pay life pala kasi 20 pay lang. 20-year term, 20 years ka lang covered. Since it's a term insurance, walang living benefit. So definitely, wala kasi dito sa question, you will receive the face amount of the policy. So wala nang ma-receive the face amount in a term. So the correct answer is letter C, 20-year endowment. So 20-year endowment, you will receive the benefits after 20 years if you are still alive. So yan yung correct answer. All right. Yearly, okay. Next, a yearly renewable term life insurance generally specifies that blank. Ano ba yung yearly renewable term life insurance policy? The policy owner may renew the policy only once. The evidence of insurability shall be required every renewal. Premium shall increase every time the policy is renewed, or D, none of the above. Ano ba ang yearly renewable term life insurance policy? A, B, C, or D? C, sagot ni Jima. Thank you, Jima. Correct answer is C. Yes, premium shall increase every time the policy is renewed. So yun yung sa term life. Also, hindi rin nabanggit directly, pero term life is also the cheapest, no? So if meron kayong makita mga low-cost insurance, usually it's the term life. So kahit na nag-i-increase siya every year, mababa pa rin yung ano niya, yung premiums niya compared to the whole life. Okay. All right, 2 chapters done. Chapter 3, riders.